The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. Down the numbers. There he goes. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Rashee Rice, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Okay, right? Quick, down. Hey, confused. Ready?
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
Once again, it's Swift. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Strike, check, strike. Ready?
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young eluding the pressure right. This one completes Alec Pierce. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Young. He'll drop this one off to Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Young on 3rd down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now a second down throw for Young. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cumberland was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Haener looking to throw it. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The Falcons had 1-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Painter here to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have it on their first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. Down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Yeah, so... Charles on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now Young. Rolling to his right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Bialski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Spears on second down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here's 3rd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll run right here with Swift. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Young. Here's Johnson with a reception. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, and they go with Swift again. A nice little juke. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Jackson to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A first down throw for Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And out across midfield down to the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
And they'll run it here. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the... play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Slide 2. Check 2. Blue strike. Dog red. Red.
Young to throw it. Throwing deep for Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That one's taken in by Spears. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. He can't get him down. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Rashee Rice, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection. Coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on,
The
back.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Cheetah, cheetah.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. They go play action. Young. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Strike. Check. Strike.
And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They're on the 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And here's a give to Spears. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
On the toss, it's Spears. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremy Chinn, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Let's go.
They get this out quickly to the left side. He's still on his feet. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Wow, First and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
At the 1-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. And quickly they get to the line.
Second and 5.
Here is Young. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a first down throw for Young. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance. I mean,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyjae Spears, 33 yards. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Okay, ready? You, yellow. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Red, cycle. Ready?
On second down, Young again. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Young's throw there incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. You have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here we go, set. Slide blue. Blue striker. Claude red. Cut, cut.
First down, Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Black ultra. Set, cut.
Young now. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Young on third down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Alec Pierce,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two.
Ready?
And Young's going to throw for this.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hand off to Spears.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Spears.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably